Welcome back to the show where we look at the intersection of geopolitics, macroeconomic strategy, artificial intelligence, and the hidden forces shaping your money or wealth. We connect the dots in a way that is fun and understandable, and we do it all with AI-generated avatars because our writers are all real-world content experts with no time to come into a studio and film. And let's face it, they probably aren't as pretty as us either. Now remember, this is for entertainment and education and is not financial advice. Some of our opinions are hidden from those that control the markets. Some have impossible to time implications, and some may just be plain incorrect. Remember, when it comes to investing, being early or late is the same as being wrong. Today we are looking at a shadow war for the future of global monetary policy. It is a collision between two massive opposing forces. In one corner, the United States is quietly attempting to turn its national debt into a globally exportable programmable app. In the other corner, China is hoarding physical gold at a pace we have not seen in modern history. We are going to look at the legislation that makes a dollar programmable, the secret gold stockpiles meant to break it, the signals you need to watch, and most importantly, what this means for your paycheck and your investments. Part 1. The Programmable Dollar. Let us start with the United States and the programmable dollar. To understand the US strategy, we have to look closely at David Sacks and his tenure as the White House AI and crypto czar. During those crucial first 130 days, Sacks and his allies heavily shepherded the Genius Act, the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for US Stablecoins Act. Right now, the Clarity Act is making its way through Congress to build the market structure around it. On the surface, the media sells this as standard consumer protection. They say it is about keeping crypto safe. But if you look under the hood, you might be looking at the most brilliant, stealthy, sovereign debt strategy in modern history. Here is why. The legislation mandates that payment stablecoins must be backed one-to-one by liquid assets. And what are those liquid assets? Primarily, US dollars and short-term US treasuries. Think about the genius of that for a second. By cementing this rule, Sacks and his people did not just legitimize the crypto market, they weaponized it to create an infinite, scalable, global sink for American debt. Every single time a citizen in Argentina, or Nigeria, or Turkey buys a stablecoin like USDC to escape their local inflation, the issuer of that coin has to go out and hold US government debt to back it. We are no longer just exporting dollars, we are exporting our debt through programmable money. The United States is betting that if it makes the dollar completely frictionless, if they turn it into software, the rest of the world will happily fund our multi-trillion-dollar deficits just for the privilege of using our financial rails. It changes our monetary policy from something reliant on central bank negotiations to something reliant on global user adoption. Part 2. The Golden Dragon. But across the globe, a countermove is being played. While the US is turning its debt into a digital web, China is aggressively moving in the exact opposite direction. They do not want programmable money controlled by Washington, because if your money is just code on a server in California, it can be frozen. China wants an anchor, and that anchor is gold. As of early 2026, the People's Bank of China had hit an 18-month streak of official gold accumulation. Their publicly reported reserves sit at over 2,300 metric tons. But anyone paying attention to macro strategy knows that the official numbers are just a fraction of the truth. When you calculate China's domestic mining output, which they do not export, combined with massive withdrawals from the Shanghai Gold Exchange and undeclared imports, the math changes completely. Analysts suspect China's true shadow stockpile is somewhere between 10,000 and 30,000 tons. Why the secrecy? And why the rush? Because Beijing is preparing for a systemic supply shock. If a geopolitical crisis kicks off, say a massive disruption in the Middle East that triggers a Hormuz cascade, severing global energy supply lines, the US will instantly deploy financial sanctions. They will use that programmable dollar network to freeze assets. China is building a physical fortress to insulate themselves. They are attempting to change monetary policy to something tied to their massive accumulation of hard assets, allowing them to settle trade outside the US system. Conclusion. So we have the programmable dollar versus the golden dragon. Let us run this through our singularity signals. What are the actual real-world data points we need to watch to see which system is winning? Here are 3 signals to track right now. Signal number 1. Treasury auction bid-to-cover ratios. If foreign governments stop buying our debt, those auctions will look weak. But if stablecoin market caps are exploding at the same time, it means retail users around the world are silently stepping in to buy our debt through crypto. Watch the market cap of USDC. Signal number 2. The Shanghai Premium. You need to watch the price of gold on the Shanghai Gold Exchange compared to London or New York. When the price in Shanghai is significantly higher than in the West, it signals that China is aggressively pulling physical metal out of Western vaults and moving it east. Signal number 3. The passage of the Clarity Act. If this passes with strong provisions allowing banks to easily custody digital assets, the programmable dollar infrastructure is fully operational. Part 3. What it means for you. Now, let us bring this home. What does this mean to the average American's paycheck, and what are the opportunities and perils for your portfolio? Let us start with your paycheck. The peril here is the inflation trap. If the US uses stablecoins as a magic trick to endlessly finance deficit spending without consequence, the actual purchasing power of your paycheck will continue to erode domestically. Your groceries and your housing will keep getting more expensive, even if the dollar remains dominant globally. But there are opportunities. Programmable money means frictionless capital. If you are staking stablecoins like USDC on platforms like Coinbase, the yield generated by those underlying treasuries is starting to flow directly to the retail holder. Your digital wallet essentially becomes a high-yield savings account that operates at the speed of the internet. Part 4. How to position your portfolio. So, how do you invest for these 2 very different scenarios? If you believe the David Sachs vision wins, that the Genius Act creates a massive new market for our debt, stabilizing the US system through tech, you want to be positioned in the infrastructure of the programmable dollar. That means holding the base layer protocols. It means tech equities, specifically companies building AI agents and the high-performance computing hardware that will run these autonomous digital economies. It also means holding short-term US treasuries or stablecoins that pass the yield on to you because the system will be flooded with liquidity. But if you believe the Chinese strategy wins, or if you believe a geopolitical supply shock like a Hormuz cascade is imminent, you have to look at hard assets. In this scenario, you want exposure to physical gold. Not just paper gold ETFs, but physical bullion or trusts that allow for physical redemption. You also want to look at gold mining equities. If the price of physical metal breaks away from the paper markets, miners with resources in safe jurisdictions will see massive margin expansion. You would also want exposure to domestic energy producers and uranium, because if global supply lines fracture, domestic energy independence becomes the most valuable commodity on Earth. Conclusion. The reality is, both of these systems are being built right now in real time. The US is betting on the ultimate financial software. China is betting on the ultimate physical collateral. Watch the signals, protect your purchasing power, and stay vigilant. That is it for this episode of Conspiracies on Your Money. If you found this valuable, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. Until next time, keep your eyes open.